Alright, so what I've done is I have sewn my heart down onto my piece of paper, my muslin heart, and you can see I went around a couple of times. And when I stuff my heart, I'm going to use a end of a pencil that's blunt and just kind of push the fiber fill or the dryer lint inside of there. But don't stuff it too much. You kind of want a light stuff, not real hard, because otherwise you're going to have serious warping of your paper, because we're just working with paper here. Alright, so I stuffed that, and now what I want to do is I'm going to take my charcoal pencil, this is black, and I'm going to go around the edges of my heart. I'm going to be kind of heavy-handed here, and it doesn't matter if it gets a little bit on my muslin, that's fine with me. What I'm just doing is I'm going to give it a little bit extra dimension, so that it looks like the heart is not just, you know, plopped there on the page. It looks like it's part of the page. It kind of blends in with the background. A charcoal pencil is one of my favorite tools in my art arsenal to use. So what I'll do is just go like that, and you can see that's a nice look just like that. But I like to take my hand and kind of smudge it so that it gives it almost like it's a shadow. And so I'll smudge it like that. Now make sure if you do smudge it, see how pretty that is on the edge? It kind of makes the heart just kind of stand out more and also be part of the background, so it's not just like plopped on there. Now if you are going to use a charcoal pencil, keep in mind that it will continue to smudge. Oh dear, there's the doorbell and my dogs are barking. I am so sorry. I will get that in a minute. I'm going to finish smudging, and make sure that you wipe your finger after you smudge, because otherwise this is going to get on everything. And believe me, I have done that quite a bit, is gotten my smudgy finger on my other art projects where I didn't want it. And now I'm going to go answer the door, so I'll be right back. Okay, now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to spread Mod Podge on the back of my heart and adhere it to my black cardstock. I just use my finger because I like the control. However, if you don't like getting messy, just use a brush. It's totally your decision. I just finished sewing this around, and now I'm going to snip off my threads. You'll notice that I used white for my bobbin thread. There was no reason for that except that it was just there in the machine. So that's just what I used. I was too lazy to change my bobbin thread. Now, what I have to finish up this heart is I want a little bit more. This is beautiful the way it is, but I wanted something extra, so a little bit more dimension. So I found a safety pin, and I found a couple of tags in my stash. Actually, this is a tag that I had in my stash, and I really like how it brings out more of the yellow from the sunset strip. And so I'm going to use this, but my hole is too small, it looks like, so I'm just going to use my Crop-A-Dile and make a little bit bigger hole. And what I did was I inked around the edges to kind of make it look more cohesive. Now this is a tag that I just made. I used a piece of cardstock, it's Coordinations cardstock, and I spritzed it with Treasured Him Spritz. This one right here, just to make it a little bit more, not quite so white, so it is a little bit vintagey looking. And I stamped the word KISS on it from my word stamp kit from Magnetic Poetry. This is one of my favorite sets. And then I found this piece of an earring, I believe it is, in my junk drawer it's broken, and it's just some beads, and I'm going to use that also. One of my favorite things that I have is my junk drawer right here. My kids love looking through this too, I'm sure you can imagine. I just put any jewelry that's broken, or Christmas, this is a Christmas ornament that the shoes broke off. Pretty much anything I don't know where it should go goes in my junk drawer. So I've got little hair clips that broke off, lots of various things here. Jewels from something beautiful, I'm sure. And so I just use those on my artwork. Why not? Why throw them away? So what I'm going to do is I am going to See, I want this tag to be on last there, and this to be first. So I'm going to put this one on here. You know what? It's not going to go through very easily. I'm going to have to work on that. All right, so as you know, I was having a little trouble with my pin and getting my earring, broken earring on it because the hole is so small with the earring. And I actually ended up breaking one of my pins trying to do that. So obviously what I was trying to do is not going to work, but I will not be daunted. What I did was I found some wire in my stash, and the gauge doesn't matter. So if you have any type of wire, that will work. Probably even a something like a paper clip would work if you clipped it off, if you have wire cutters, which of course I do because I want to dabble in jewelry making, but haven't really done too much yet. Okay, so what I did was just made a little loop, and I'm going to put it, stick my, now this is going to go first. I see this is kind of a, okay, so this goes first, and I'm just going to loop it around and like kind of get it stuck on here. So that is first, and then I'm going to have the kiss go next because I want that to be next in the sandwich, and then this is my last piece right here. And when I was putting these on, I did rip them just a little bit, and I just used tape to tape them together, just basic tape. All right, so that's the order that I wanted them, and now I'm just going to stick them on right here. Go. Hopefully I can get this shut easily. The last time I did this took me forever. Okay, good, got it. Excellent. So now you can kind of see how it's going to look there. Isn't that pretty? Now you can see that when I added this tag, I added a little bit of red to this. And so what I'm going to do to make it more cohesive is I'm going to add a little bit of Ready or Not to the edges. Because I find in a composition, when you add colors, it's nice to have some type of repetition, not just to have a splotch of certain color. And this is a lot of yellow, but we do have yellow here. So, so I'm just going to add a little bit of red to it. So there we go. And I don't want too dark, so I'm going to use my paper towels and blot up the extra, just to add a little bit extra, so you can see how it makes it even more cohesive that way. Well, thanks for watching, and have a great day.